G'day sports fans, filet mignon here from Medium Rare Poetry, coming to you with another sporting poem from my archive. Did you know that there is a knitting World Cup? You didn't? Well, let me tell you, be it real or unreal, I wrote a poem about it. So today I present to you the Knit Wit World Cup. The Knit Wit World Cup by Filet Mignon. You can keep your dopey soccer with their shiny, saggy shorts and all the other war games that they'd like to pass as sports. A global competition that is on the up and up, the fascinating spectacle, the Knit Wit Worldwide Cup. So anyone can enter, no discrimination here. It's really not expensive, as you don't need that much gear. A pair of knitting needles and some backup balls of wool. The entry form is simple, with no bureaucratic bull. It's open to all genders. Yes, the men can have a go, although their knitting circle may lack chit-chat to and fro. The knitting can be undergone in groups of 2 or more. The outcome will be judged upon an individual's score. The local heats are peaceful. It's more knitting for a lark. The nationals more serious, but even so, not dark. The continental semis can be very fiercely fought. The final global tournament sees competition fraught. The television rights to this spectacular event eclipses the Olympics, which the sponsors all resent. The venue is enormous, sited on some neutral ground. Above the Arctic Circle, the World Tournament is found. Spectators come in thousands, despite the frozen wastes, for knitting is their passion, their spirit and their taste. The stadium's an igloo, a giant frigid home. Purpose-built for struggle, it's the awesome Knitterdrome. The finalists are varied, sourced from all around the world. They've proven their credentials to give their skills a whirl. Each country represented will supply a backup crew, supporting their contestants lest they should become unglued. The rules are pretty simple, just keep knitting till you drop. A marathon click-clacking and your pride won't let you flop. 2 categories only, northern climate makes it fitting, either warm and fluffy scarves or else a pile of woolly mittens. The audience, rewarded for their fervent adoration, receive the products knitted to their warm appreciation. And so the Knit Wit president declares the contest start. The needles are a blur as frantic rivals take their part. The first few hours pass away with focused knit opponents, until the pressure starts to show upon their main components. The pit crews are kept busy swapping needles as they melt. The force of the abrasion, burning plastic, can be smelt. The richer nations arm their teams with tech that's more than cyber, ergonomic needles that are made of carbon fibre. The team from Southeast Asia saw their chance go up the flue, their knitting apparatus made from flammable bamboo. The night wore on and saw contestants flag in their display. The medics were kept busy carting broken knits away. The grueling competition saw mistakes creep in as well, where pearls were out of order and the stitch count start to swell. By 3 a.m, the players then began to fade away. The mound of scarves and mittens were impressive, some would say. The two remaining countries that were left upon the field were Wales and our Australia. What result would these two yield? Glynis from Langlawn was a knitting superstar, her winnings so impressive that she kept them in a jar. Ethel, up from Gulgong, was quite timid in her way, the country women's dark horse set to revel in the fray. Now, I'm not saying that the Welsh are prone to stack the game, but Glynis was identified as cheating just the same. The judges deemed her yarn had been supplanted with synthetic. She thought she'd pull the wool, which frankly sounded quite pathetic. The audience revolted. They could not believe their ears. The Welsh contingent shattered and were now reduced to tears. The Aussies were ecstatic as our Ethel won the crown, the Knit Wit title holder in her knitted evening gown. Arriving back in Aussie came the ticker tape parade, with Ethel as the centrepiece. Oh, such a fuss was made. She yearned for home at Gulgong, where the tree trunks all were knitted. She'd practiced making jumpers for the sheep and other critters. Australia boasts of athletes punching well above their weight. The halls of fame are loaded with our stars that are first rate. Now recognition floods a light around our brand new pup. The world applauds our Ethel and her mohair Knit Wit Cup. Well, being a proud Aussie and dealing in fantasy, it is only fair that an Aussie would win the World Cup of knitting. And with all due respect to all Welsh people, Glynis does not really exist. Nor does the World Cup, I believe. Anyway, I hope you like the poem. Please like, share and subscribe. And until next time, you take very good care of yourself. And bye-bye for now.